managed to get that across in her poetry. Piper leaned back against her soft pillow, closed her eyes, and visualized each of her friends' smiling faces as they read her special words of encouragement. Well, maybe Scarlett and Leona wouldn't exactly be smiling. Even with her failed mission well in the past and band rehearsals on again, Leona was just beginning to bounce back. As for Scarlett, she'd had an amazing kind of mission. After being booted out of the Star Darlings, she'd brought back wish energy and basically saved her substitute SD, Ophelia, in the bargain. Still, it was hard to get a read on Scarlett. Piper wasn't sure what the older starling was really thinking. One thing was crystal clear, though. Scarlett didn't like rooming with Leona, and Leona felt the same about Scarlett. Even when those poisonous flowers were removed from the girls' dorm room so they couldn't spread negativity, those two just couldn't get along. Yes, there was a lot happening at the academy, and on Starland itself. That recent blackout after Cassie's mission, for instance, had thrown everyone off balance. Even the teachers weren't immune. Headmistress Lady Stella, usually so calm and serene, and an inspiration to Piper, seemed a little edgy. And the head of admissions, Lady Cordial, was stammering and hemming and hawing more than usual. Now, more than ever, everyone needed to be centered and positive. So really, this was the perfect time for Star Kindness Day. As Piper thought about everything, her stomach did an unexpected flip. Maybe she should send a positive poem to herself. She stretched to pick up her Star Zap without lifting her head, then tapped the self-holotext feature. Piper's picture popped up in the corner of the screen, a serene, faraway expression on her face, thin seafoam green eyebrows, matching long, straight seafoam green hair, and big green eyes looking into the distance. For the holo photo, Piper had pulled her hair back in a ponytail. The ends reached well below her waist. Her expression was as calm as when she swam in Luminous Lake, and that was how she wanted to feel now, centered and peaceful and wonderfully relaxed. What poem would bring her that mindset? Like the calm at the center of the storm, Piper began writing. Then she paused. What rhymed with storm? The Little Dipper dorm, where first and second years lived. Like the calm at the center of the storm, floating like a breeze through the Little Dipper dorm. Again, Piper stopped to think. With dreams as your guiding light. Piper was a big believer in dreams holding life truths. Your thoughts bring deep insight. It wasn't her best work, Piper knew. But it was getting late, and she was growing tired. Piper liked to get the most sleep possible. After all, it was the star time of day when the body and mind regrouped and reconnected. Sure, she'd had her regular afternoon nap, but sometimes that just wasn't enough. Piper focused on dimming the lights, and a starsec later, the white light faded to a soft, comforting shade of green, conducive to optimal rest. Piper shared a room with Vega, but each girl's side was uniquely her own. Piper knew Vega was getting ready for bed, too, but it felt like she had her own secluded space, far removed from her roommate and the hustle and bustle of school. Everything was soft and fluid here. There wasn't one sharp edge in sight. Piper's waterbed was round. Her pillows, dozens of them, were round. Her feathery ocean blue throw rug and matching comforter were round. Even her leafy green plants were in pretty round bowls, and each one gave off a soothing scent that calmed and renewed her. "Sleep tight. Good night. Don't let the moonbugs bite," Vega called out. "Starry dreams," Piper replied softly. She heard Vega opening and closing drawers, neatening everything into well-organized groups, and stacking hollow books in her orderly way. Everyone had their own sleep rituals, Piper knew, and she did admire the way Vega kept her side neat.